Hi, this is Mikel DeSilvis, Uncle Mike. Story time today by Mikel DeSilvis. It's called The Big Race. We're going to be talking about a big race that happens here in Richmond, Virginia every year where people run to raise money for charitable organizations such as the Red Cross and the March of Dimes, just to name a few. And what happens is they run this race around the James River in areas all throughout the Richmond area in Virginia every year. And people go out there to talk, to intermingle, to make friends, maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend if that's what you're into. And they're out there to socialize and to watch the race. Well, meanwhile, these people are training, and a lot of times you need to train for this race because this race is 5 miles long. So it's not something that you just say, well, 5 miles is no big deal, no sweat. If you don't train for it, believe me, if you're not conditioned for it beforehand, you will be really hurting the next day. So that's why you need to condition yourself, like run around the area where you live, or either go to the training classes that they offer about a month or two before. Now, the cost to usually get into this race is usually discounted for the first month or two, month and a half or two, and it's usually around $15, $25. And then it goes up to $35 about 3 weeks before the race. So, and also they throw a thing in there that, if you win, first few people that win prizes. But the rest, just enjoy the run or the walk. And the requirements are you need to run the race, but other people, lots of people just walk. And many people wear costumes of all kinds out there. And a lot of times, having those costumes on, it's probably a plus because it's so cold, usually when they have the race, because it's usually at the end of March or early part of April. But, sometimes it can be really hot because the way Virginia weather is, it's just really weird in our climate. But, people run all through the city. There's all kinds of vendors out there, everything from hoodies to hot dogs and hamburgers. And, yeah, they have all kinds of beverages choices that you can choose, everything from beer, if that's what you're into, which I'm not, or alcoholic stuff. Or you can just have fruity drinks and smoothies without alcohol in them, or you can put alcohol in them. Just depends on how you want them made or who you go to get them made. But all that's out there. They have music out there. Lots of people in the grandstands, people watching from near and far. Anyway, their final day comes. They're all at the starting line, waiting for the sound. The gun goes off in the air. Smoke from the gun, you smell it as the excitement in the air and the cheers and the jeers and the loud roar of the crowd just cheering everyone off as they race on away as a big cloud of smoke. No, just kidding. As you see a herd of people running away down the road as they run to victory, to the finish line that awaits them 5 miles away down the road. And as they keep running, and with every passing time, no matter if you're there in the race, if you paid to be in the race as a runner yourself or a contestant, or if you're there as a spectator, it's just as fun and as invigorating to watch as it is to be in it. And also, they give you a shirt to be in there if you actually are a member that's in the race. So that's part of your money that you pay out too. So the race is fun. I guess the whole point of this story is to enjoy life. Don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to judging yourself. And don't be so hard on judging others. A lot of times when people have problems with forgiving people is because they have problems with forgiving themselves or have problems with issues with themselves. Try to have fun. Make your days count. Live life to the fullest, as the Bible says. Be joyful. Be joyous. If somebody does something wrong to you, settle that dispute. Work on recovery. Work on in time restoring them back to your life. Work on helping them and supporting them and loving them. A lot of times when people do things wrong, we tend to push them away. But always remember to have the heart of forgiveness and joy and the spirit of joy. If you all are real friends, then you all will find your way back to each other. If you're not, then you won't. Because true friendships do come back together if they were real, no matter what was done. Because people know that the nucleus of all of them is love. And that's what this is all about in the story of the race. Love. People come together because they want to be in supportive of other people. They want to see them, cheer them on. And they want to see them win. Well, it's the same way with life in general. Don't be so hard on people. Don't be so hard on yourself. Because that's why you're hard on others. Try to take a lesson from this race. And try to, take life and live it to the fullest. Do things. Invent things. Create things. Be honest with yourself. and be honest with others. Be cheerful, but don't be judgmental. Don't be always looking for fault or finding fault in people. Don't be always a person that always wants to bring people down because you're down. But be someone that's positive and uplifting. And don't try to control or manipulate people or brainwash people. Just be nice to people, because you'll have more friends in the end that way. And people will respect you more in the end because of being that way nice, not controlling, or making excuses on people, or using them as a scapegoat. But really take the fault of your actions and own what you do. Just like when I do something, I take fault and I own it. I don't blame it on anyone else, because it's only me in the end that did it. So the same is true for you as well. So don't be just one of these people that have to justify your actions by doing these things, okay? Because it doesn't help anyone when you act that way. Because all it shows is that you have a lot of problems with insecurity and pride issues. And pride is what comes always before a fall. So always remember, try not to be prideful, but be a person, a man or woman or lady, girl or boy, of humility. People that are in the faith, we need to walk with the spirit of humility, because that will help us to really forgive others, no matter how egregious the thing is that they've done to you. If you're really their friend, that is, you will forgive them and bring them back in time. You think about what I said. This is Uncle Mike, Storytime. Take care, preacher from New Hunter Church of Christ. I love you.